All right, welcome back. So here we are still working on solving one-step inequalities. We're going to talk about how we solve with multiplication and division. Now, before I start on examples, I do want to talk about, we do have a special rule, and that's when we multiply or divide by a negative. So when we multiply or divide by a negative, we have to flip the inequality symbol. So we have a couple, or at least an example of that in here, but that is something to keep in mind, that when we multiply or divide by a negative, we're changing the value of the entire sides, and so that changes the inequality itself. All right, so here's our first example. What are the solutions of x divided by 3 is less than negative 2? So here we have x divided by 3 is less than negative 2, and we want to graph the solution. So to get x by itself, I'm going to multiply both sides by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1, so we're left with just x is less than, and then negative 2 times 3 is a negative 6. Now, I do want to point out here, yes, we had a negative number, but what we were moving to the other side was not negative. So only do we change the symbol if what we are moving to the other side or multiplying or dividing to the other side is negative. If our answer or the right-hand side is already negative, we don't do any changing. So here we have x is less than negative 6. So then if we graph, maybe we go negative 10, negative 8. Ooh, I just cracked there. Negative 6. So less than means open circle, right? Because negative 6 is not an answer. And then we graph our numbers for less than negative 6, which would go to the negative 10 and negative 8. And that's our solution. And we can check, if you ever want to check these an inequality, all you have to do is what's a number less than negative 6? So like negative 8. Is negative 8 divided by 3 less than negative 2? And 3 divides into 8 2 times. We got negative 2 and 2/3, which is less than negative 2. And so the answer to that is yes, it worked. And so we can check that for numbers that are less than negative 6. We can throw them in there and make sure that it works. All right, so next problem. What are the solutions of negative 9y is less than or equal to 63? So on this one, we're going to divide by a negative 9. And so since the number we are multiplying or dividing to both sides is negative, this is going to be one of those where we change it. So this is less than or equal to, so we're going to make it greater than or equal to. And then 63 divided by 9 is a negative 7. And then from here we graph. So I'm going to do negative 9, negative 7, negative 5, negative 3, negative 1. I'm going to 1. Okay. And we have the equal to, so it's going to be a closed circle on negative 7. So I'm going to have a filled in circle. And then we're greater than. So towards the negative 5 is the bigger numbers. And so then that is my answer. You may have noticed that I'm not talking about where the arrow is pointing or anything, because we are 8th graders and we should be at a point where we understand what numbers are bigger than negative 7 without having to think of, oh, well, this is the way the arrow is pointing. So that's why. Okay. So again, we had that negative. We divided by a negative. But it also, if you multiply, we flip this inequality. Flip the symbol. All right. last one. You walk dogs in your neighborhood after school. You earn $4.50 per dog. How many dogs do you need to walk in order to earn at least 75? So this per tells us that we're multiplying. So that's $4.50. And then per dogs. I'm going to use D as a variable because I always end up using X. And we want at least. At least means greater than or equal to. That when we see the term at least, that's a greater than or equal to 75. And I know it's equal to because, we want we are happy with $75. We would be even happier with more than $75. So at least is always a greater than or equal to. From here, we're going to solve. So we're going to divide by $4.50. And so D is going to be greater than or equal to 16.67. Now there's an issue with that. We're talking dogs. We cannot have partial dogs. Can't happen. So we round it up. Even if this was like 0.2, I want at least 75. So to get at least 75, I have to round that up. If I round it down, I'm not going to get 75. I'm going to get less than 75. So number of dogs is going to be greater than or equal to 17 dogs. So that's how many dogs we would have to walk after school to earn $75. And that is it for multiplying and dividing. Don't forget, when we multiply or divide by a negative, we switch the inequality. Again, by a negative means the one that we are moving to the other side. Until next time, 8th grade. Deuces.